You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a fun, fast, and intelligent way to launch online. Landing pages, content hubs, e-commerce sites.
So, CDU and George Pickens, it's the number one catching combo in the NFL. What is it, in your opinion, that kind of separates the two of you from the rest?
Just our ability to complement each other. I feel like everything that I can do, he can do, and vice versa. And just our ability to play off one another and being able to play in every single position, interchangeable, changing the routes mid-play, just our ability to adjust. So I feel like it's fun being out there with a guy who has that same knack for the ball just as well as I do. And overall, we competing against each other to go kill them.
CD, you know what, man? That's an interesting perspective, man, because, again, you don't always hear big-time number one receivers. I believe both of you guys are big-time number one receivers. You usually don't hear that type of message, right? Usually a guy wants to get all the footballs and things like that. You've heard George going through his contract issues or whatever. He's franchise tagged now, but he's still going through it.
Yep.
Is that something where you go upstairs and say, hey, man, you need to pay my guy, man? Like, come on, man. Or is it just kind of let it happen?
I don't think he has a bigger cheerleader to come back to the team than myself, obviously. You feel what I'm saying? Just everything that he's been able to do, take coverage, take the eyes off me, if you will, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Just we finding the matchups and the things that we like. Obviously, we like one-on-ones, so just being able to create them one-on-one opportunities for each other because we know we're going to win the one-on-ones. It's just about when and where.
Well, Jerry Jones was in that seat less than 2 hours ago, and we asked him about the possibility of George Pickens continuing on after this year, and he said there's absolutely a way that you can get it done.
Right
when
on.
You hear that, your reaction is?
Right on. Let's get this deal done. We can definitely do this. I can see this happening for the end of both of our careers, and I feel like we can accomplish a lot together. And again, man, we spend a lot of time together on and off the field. We talk about these moments, cherish these moments, and enjoy each other's presence, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than just ball with us. That's really my brother. We built a great bond, a great friendship, great brotherhood, and overall, it shows on the field.
So I'm curious about the other side of the football, right? That's been the big talk. We know that you guys are going to put points on the board and move the ball down the football field. It's the defense and whether or not they can just improve a little bit. It's only been 3 days here.
Yep.
You've got a 34-year-old new defensive coordinator. Can you see a difference, and if so, what is it?
Yeah, most def. I'm not going to give out his game plan. I can't do that. But I will say there's definitely eyes all over the place, and they do a great job of passing off and matching and doing, switching it up. And, I mean, we got a lot of guys up front. I don't know if you could double-team everybody. That's for sure.
Are you allowed to talk trash to a 34-year-old defensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah, come on, man. He come over here talking. He come over here talking, and he know what it is. So just building that friendship and bond, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's all that we've been preaching this whole camp, man. Just building that energy around the room, around the facility, just being able to talk, go across the hall and talk trash to whoever. I'm talking trash to a D lineman knowing I ain't blocking him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, CP, he do a great job, man, of just, again, coming to the receiver room, talking trash. You know he's a DB guy, so just having that edge to him, and it's good to see he's very high energetic. You better have your mouthpiece because he's going to talk for sure.
That's right. Let him know on Monday when you put the pads on for the
Can't
first
wait.
time. We appreciate it. Stay healthy and have a great 2026.
Sure.
One of the best around, CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. Rhett, thank you very much. Man of the people, signing those footballs, signing those shirts. What's the strangest thing you ever signed? Come on.
That's a good question.
Okay, the third division that we're going to take on in the offseason here is the NFC West. And arguably, this is the best division in the history of pro football. I mean, think about this. 3 out of the 4 teams made it to the divisional round of the playoffs, and this is the only division in NFL history that had 3 different teams win 12 or more games. How about that, Jake? That's saying something. They had 2 teams in the NFC Championship game, the Seahawks and Rams, and the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. So from top to bottom, the NFC West is not the crowd that you want on your schedule. Let's take a look at it. Seattle was 14-3. They won the NFC West title. The Rams and 49ers were 12-5, and the Cardinals were 3-14. They're kind of like a get-right team right now. You know what I mean? You get right by playing Arizona. And some of their uniform combinations, they should be investigated for wearing those uniforms. Point differential's always a statistic I look at to see who's really good. And when you look at point differential, the Seattle Seahawks led the NFL. They were plus 11-2. So they beat your butt by over 11 points every week. And not far behind was the LA Rams. Their point differential was plus 10.2. And the San Francisco 49ers were plus 3.9. Arizona was down here at minus 7.8. But the point differential is always important. Plus 191, plus 172, plus 66, and Arizona's minus 133. The three top teams were all 4-2 in the division. Arizona was 0-6. All four of these teams in the NFC West will play teams from the NFC East. So if you like one of these four teams, you are playing Philly, you're playing Dallas, you're playing the Giants, and you're playing the Commanders. You're also playing the AFC West. You got to play Denver, you got to play the Chargers, you got to play the Chiefs, and you got to play my old team, the Raiders. So you're playing those teams out of conference. You got to think about that. You know, in 2017, Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan arrived in the NFC West. They won 7 out of 9 division titles, and this is really an offensive head coach division. I mean, even the Arizona Cardinals just signed Mike LaFleur as their head coach. So you're thinking offense, McVay, Shanahan, LaFleur. Guess what? Mike McDonald, the one defensive head coach, he showed these guys, man, winning the Super Bowl championship. The Super Bowl this year is in L.A., that SoFi Stadium. God, I hate the visiting locker room. It's like a maze in there. But the last time that place hosted a Super Bowl, the L.A. Rams beat Cincinnati to win the championship. That game is back in SoFi, and the L.A. Rams, you got to give them credit. Have they made some moves in the offseason? How about getting Trent McDuffie from the Kansas City Chiefs? And how about getting the Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett? Good God. So they're the favorite to win the Super Bowl again this year. Wouldn't that be something? Winning 2 Super Bowls in your own stadium? Holy shit. You know, when the Rams got Myles Garrett, they went from an 8-1 favorite to win the Super Bowl to a 6.5-1 favorite. Now, these odds are subject to change. The Seahawks are 10-1 to win the Super Bowl. The 49ers are 17-1 to win the Super Bowl. And Arizona's 400-1 to win the Super Bowl. That might be a little bit nice by DraftKings. You know what I mean? You know, the coaching carousel affected this division as well. We talked about Mike LaFleur becoming the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon is gone. LaFleur comes in from the Rams, where he was the offensive coordinator under Sean McVay. Nathaniel Hackett will be the new offensive coordinator of the Arizona Cardinals. And the world champion Seattle Seahawks, they lost their offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak, to the Las Vegas Raiders, where he became the head coach. They went
Some of the stuff he was saying, gotta get him in the studio so we can talk about some sports.
out and signed Brian Fleury, former tight end coach of the San Francisco 49ers. This is a strange division. There's a lot of wires crossing, man. I mean, think about this. Shanahan and McVay coached together on the same staff with the Washington Redskins. Fleury just came to Seattle, where he was in San Francisco with Shanahan. LaFleur went to Arizona in the division, where he was with the Rams. You know what else? Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator of Arizona, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan were all on my staff in Tampa Bay. We all should be good friends. This is really an offensive division. If you like explosive offenses, 3 teams in this league were in the top 10 of total offense and scoring offense. The Rams were number 1 in scoring, number 1 in total. The Seahawks were number 3 in scoring. They were number 8 in total. And San Francisco was 10th in scoring and 7th in total. There's a lot of firepower in this division. And all 4 teams in the West, they drafted a skill guy on offense to help their offenses. Jeremiah Love, running back from Notre Dame, went to Arizona. The Seattle Seahawks took Jadarian Price, another running back from Notre Dame. LA Rams took Ty Simpson, a quarterback out of Alabama. He was on Gruden's QB class. We love Ty Simpson. And the San Francisco 49ers.
Day 6 of Lions camp was all about that defensive line and a perfect day from Jake Bates. Still no practice from running back Jahmyr Gibbs. Coming off the Bijan Robinson contract extension news, you kind of expected to hear something sooner than later, and that wasn't the case as of Tuesday. Lions reporters actually asked Gibbs if that was the primary reason he wasn't participating, and he came up with a nondescript answer of, "I don't know." So
that shit. Back to back. 2-2. Yes, indeed. Ready. Hit. Yeah. Yeah. That look good. That look now. That shit. Back to back. 2-2. Yes, indeed. Ready. Hit. Yeah. Yeah. That look good. That look now. That shit. Back to back. 2-2. Yes, indeed. Ready. Hit. Yeah. Yeah. That look good. That look now. That shit.
What is this?
It's your extension, bro. You want to sign it for us, though?
Yeah, I got you.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
What is this?
It's your extension, bro. You want to sign it for us, though?
Yeah, I got you.
Gotcha.
Goff looks stupid as fuck in those pads. Look at him. Got more upper body than I got lower.
Up against Jair Alexander. Here, a little trickery. Oh, look, looking for a throw. Amendola's got a man open, and he's got it for the touchdown.
Seattle's got to make a stop. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff. Who had that on the bingo card?
Go Raymond in the backfield. Look at this trickery. Kennedy got a man. Raymond wide open. Now it's a foot race on his way for the touchdown.
Cardinals trailing here
as Goff hits St. Brown, who flips it to Jahmyr Gibbs. And Gibbs is in the end zone for a Lions touchdown. Emmanuel Mosley got some playing time before being injured. Back to Jared Goff, wide open. He's going to take it into the end zone, and that's a Lions touchdown. A little trickery, but that's 2 for Sam Laporta today.
Step against Jair Alexander. Here, a little trickery. Oh, look, looking for a throw. Amendola's got a man open, and he's got it for the touchdown.
Wait, leave. Huh? Wait, watch out, Chris. I'm mic'd up, so don't say I know. I just got to tell him why I chose 91. Okay. Because if you add 5 plus 4, that equals 9. And if you subtract 5 minus 4, that equals 1. He the dream, I'm a thought.
Yep, ready. Hit. Good, nice, good. There you go, see, right? There you go. Say tight job, ready. Hit. Get there, good. Nice, big finish. Good, there it is. Ready, hit. Come on, Maya, good. Nice. Good, Jeremiah, good. Yep, ready. Hit. Good, nice.
I think it's a very close relationship. Maybe that's what people assume, but it's constant conversations. I'm getting calls on my way into work. I'm getting texts at home. I'm calling him and texting him, and it's you could be in the middle of the day on an off day, and something pops into your brain, and the first person I'm going to go to is him, and he's probably going to hit me first and say, "Hey, can we do this? Are we thinking about that? What do we do here?" It's something that I've loved as I've gotten to know him. Is he never puts it down or walks away from it. I'm very much that way. So it's been so much fun to just challenge each other and push each other to get the best out of each other. And I think that's really what stood out to me here these first couple months. I think it's
knocked down by Aiden Hutchinson. Lions take over. Goff play action. That middle of the field throw. Jamison Williams takes off through the secondary. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's what you get when you get speed on the outside and the ability to run on the inside. Linebackers step up, and this is just an issue for everybody this year. Jamison Williams was so unbelievably good when he was at Alabama, first-team All-American, 15 touchdowns. God, we've been talking about how many offensive linemen they're missing.
On third down, deep drop, Goff taking the shot downfield for Williams, who's open. Jamison's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams.
Tre'Davious White, a veteran. He's been down this road before. He understands that speed. The double moves, tries to break, and really almost should have tackled him at that point, because when you have somebody with that kind of speed, there's just no way to catch up.
This is the fake ad you see everywhere, right? But this is Ebony, a real game. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't they exactly the same? No, because Ebony is the real number gate runner game. Gotta try it, huh? Nobody ever believes me, but this really is.
Just let them settle in and play fast and play hard.
3rd and 6. Goff's going to step up. He's going to take off, and Jared Goff gets a first down.
Well, Mike, you saw some great sprinters at the Olympics, but I don't know if anybody matched the speed of Jared Goff on this one. That was a big-time play there. Jared Goff, here comes the chant again.
Dan Campbell, I liked his approach.
Jared Goff, here's his approach, going deep down the sideline for Williams, drops it in the bucket to the 20-yard line.
We'll get back to Dan Campbell's approach to this game. Coming from the inside slot receiver right there, just pressing it up. You got to be aware of his speed. I don't know why we're not getting on top or staying even with Jamison Williams. Jamel Dean is beat immediately, expecting him to cross the field. And what a throw by Jared Goff.
A 50-yard teardrop.
He has at his disposal to challenge defenses is pretty impressive.
Straight drop for Goff in a clean pocket. Finds Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tiptoes up the sideline, out of bounds near the 28-yard line. Jordan Whitehead bangs him out.
This is a nice route. And again, a really nice throw by Jared Goff. There's a little bump. It doesn't reroute him. He gets into that soft area in between three defenders. And you can see the location of the throw by Jared Goff. But sometimes that matchup's not working in that day, and you need to try something else.
Back to the air on first down, to the sideline. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown out of bounds at midfield. 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line. Play action, pressure coming. Goff to the sideline. He's got Raymond and Khalif Raymond with a first down. Tyke Smith on the coverage.
Yeah, I always think it's fun, right? You had great games by Jamison Williams and David Montgomery last week, and I asked Ben Johnson, who's one of those guys under the radar a little bit that really impressed you when you watched the film on Monday? And he's like, Khalif Raymond, and he just does everything well.
On a 3rd and goal, Goff is looking, throwing, catch made into the end zone, and that's a Lions touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. On a 3rd down play.
Well, they're going to clear everything out here this way, and then they're going to run.
How do you like that one? Here, as Goff hits St. Brown, who flips it to Jahmyr Gibbs. And Gibbs is in the end zone for a Lions touchdown. How do you like that one?
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit rec to capture high-quality audio and video, all from the comfort of, anywhere. Even if the only camera you have is on your phone. With Riverside, you'll still look like a pro. The equipment doesn't matter. You'll get a
Well, you're going to watch. He's just going to come in here, going to clear a little bit, and then Gibbs is going to come from the middle of the line of scrimmage. So here's the under route. Just flip it over to Gibbs, who's running across the formation, and this is just beautifully executed. There you see he released out of the B gap on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage, and whoop, B gap being between the center and the tower, the guard and the tackle, and that is just, you want to talk about a beautifully executed hook and ladder. It can't get any better than that.
On 3rd and 12, play clock. 3, 2, snap. Goff, time, and right on target. Amon-Ra St. Brown for the first down at the 46-yard line.
You're playing 12. You're sitting at 12 yards, and I don't understand, but the underneath coverage jumps up and allows that beautiful strike to Jared Goff. The underneath coverage is jumping on the underneath routes. Doesn't make sense.
Play action again. Great protection. Pass caught. First down, St. Brown.
Off of that, with those two routes, and runs the dig route, has been excellent in the red zone, and they've been good again tonight. Seattle's got to make a stop.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff, who had that on the bingo card. Touchdown Lions.
It's a well-designed play. The action in the backfield gets everybody flowing. Trevis Gibson, number 50.
And the incompletion of Jake Bobo, it stays 28-20. Earmarked out. Here is a completion.
flag football, already growing rapidly. Scrimmage, 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 flag football, already growing rapidly.
We're just starting to see.
This Titans receiver didn't even play high school football. Now he's becoming one of the biggest sleeper stories in the NFL. Tyrene Montgomery went undrafted in 2026, but after impressing at Titans OTAs, people are wondering if Tennessee accidentally found a hidden gem. And his journey sounds straight out of a movie. Montgomery was originally a basketball player. He walked on at LSU, hoping to build a future there, until life changed everything. His mother was battling cancer, so Tyrene moved back home to Texas to be with family. That's where football found him. One day, he was throwing passes around in the backyard with his younger brother, and his brother told him, "Bro, you could really do this." There was just one problem. Tyrene had never played football before. No route tree, no terminology, no game film, nothing. During COVID, while trying to find a job, he started posting workout videos and routes on Facebook, hoping someone would notice. Then, a flag football team from Miami contacted him, and suddenly, Tyrene was playing tournaments in Vegas and even got an opportunity connected to Olympic flag football. He turned those flag football highlights into his first football tape, sent it everywhere, and Nicholls State finally gave him a shot. Then came John Carroll, a Division III school, and all he did there was dominate. In 2025, he posted 119 catches, 1,528 yards, and 15 touchdowns. PFF gave him a 93.1 grade, the best among 679 qualified receivers in college football. Then he shocked scouts again at the Senior Bowl. Now he's in Tennessee fighting for one of the final wide receiver spots behind Calvin Ridley, Carnell Tate, and Wan'Dale Robinson. The odds are still against him, but honestly, betting against Tyrene Montgomery hasn't worked out for anybody yet. This Titans receiver didn't...
Not many people have ever gotten a $7.75 million slip and fall settlement. This case obviously was severe. And I've worked on this case since 2008.
Let's work together. Let's go this day, okay? Come on. Fast start.
The NFL has officially confirmed 2 joint practices for the San Francisco 49ers during their training camp this August. The first practice will take place in Santa Clara, California on August 11th against the Tennessee Titans. On August 18th, the 49ers will travel to El Segundo, California for a joint practice against the Los Angeles Chargers. These joint practices will help players sharpen their skills and build chemistry before the preseason game. The NFL has officially confirmed 2 joint practices for the San Francisco 49ers during their training camp this August. The first practice will take place in Santa Clara, California on August 11th against the Tennessee Titans. On August 18th, the 49ers will travel to El Segundo, California for a joint practice against the Los Angeles Chargers. These joint practices will help players sharpen their skills and build chemistry before the preseason game. The NFL has officially confirmed 2 joint practices for the San Francisco 49ers during their training camp this August. The first practice will take place in Santa Clara, California on August 11th against the Tennessee Titans. On August 18th, the 49ers will travel to El Segundo, California for a joint practice against the Los Angeles Chargers. These joint practices